Hello everybody, welcome back to my Wanderlust Reloaded playthrough. This is episode 9, but technically it should be episode 10. So yesterday I spent a whole 40 minutes nearly, actually it was close to an hour, recording. And ended up not using any of the footage. I spent the first 7 minutes covering a quest I was planning on finishing up. And I spent the next 34 minutes or so, no longer than that actually, recording me getting lost. Somewhere over in that direction is my spawn, as you can see by the compass. So, logic dictates that if my compass points that way, then my base is that opposite way. It's not so simple. I found a village, and I guess that's where it all went wrong, because I left the village by the wrong way, and spent the next hour or so getting lost, and further lost, and then lost some more just for good measure. And I thought all was lost. I thought there's no way I'm ever going to find my way back. I've got no map. I have a compass which was leading me the wrong way. Oh, it's also night time. And after a while I remembered that last episode I hit F3 to check the biome that we were in. And the coordinates there, the X and Z, obviously the Y doesn't matter because that's just height. So I ended up, you can see I'm about -466, -177. I ended up at X was like 1,900 and something. And I don't even remember what the Z was. I'd gone a long way away. I saw many things. A pirate ship, 2 villages, 2 separate villages, a bunch of the giants that these lead to, these lost maps, and many different biomes, many different bees. As you can see down here now, we've got tons of these bees that we needed for the quest, and also a few others. But they don't stack, so I could only carry so many. I had all kinds of stuff on me, bees and stuff that I didn't want to lose. Anyway, I eventually made it back. I decided not to use the recording because it was 40 minutes of me just running around, trying not to die, running around at night like an idiot. Eventually I decided, right, I need to make a bed because I had to sleep. Speaking of which, we'll do that now. And I had to make a crafting table and a furnace because I needed to eat. Because living off the land's okay for a little bit, but after a while it was like no chance of surviving just on like fruits and berries. Plus I was in some big jungle biomes and there was nothing in there. So anyway, crisis averted. We're carrying on, we've got quests to do. Now I've been a bit busy, well, I wasn't recording. So we got the bees that we needed for this quest. And the next part is to make 5 bee houses. I've got 1, so I need to make 4 more. And we'll get another different hive as a reward. So I went ahead and made the stuff up ahead of time. We're using just honeycombs, and we've got enough here for 4. And apparently I can make a table if I wanted to. No thanks. So does that finish the quest? What should we pick? I know forest and meadows are easy to get, so let's go modest because I'm not sure what you get from those. And that opens up another quest for magical bee devices, but we're not going to get into that yet. We'll come back to that later. So let's see what we got as a reward. Wild fauna, cactus fruit cactus, saguaro cactus and tiny cactus. Not that useful, is it really? So let's get this broken down and see what's in it. a modest princess, and some parched comb. we've got this queen bee is not working at the minute. She's done all she can. I did get quite a bit of honey out of that. We've got this bee house is working, and this bee box is working, and I figured out, I read up on this a bit more. Hang on, this is really loud. That's better. Still being noisy. So the bee box has Growthcraft bees in it, and it can stack up to 64. And when they get stack up to 64, they fairly fast produce empty honeycombs, which eventually fill up with honey. So it's a bit of a slow process with the bee box, but I've got it sorted. So at the minute we're just stacking honey in here because I've got bunches of different kinds. And we'll also put the cactus in here just for the time being because I don't know what I'm going to do with it, if anything. Oh, the seed. Actually, let's plant that because I'm not sure what a cactus fruit grows up into. I've also got a few different things planted in here. We've got the coffee still, we've got corn and the mustard seeds. So that's that. The next thing I want to do is to make, which one is it? Is it this one? That's the one. It's a fuel efficiency for the production table. So it improves the efficiency for these two slots. I don't remember if it's a global upgrade or an upgrade for just the furnaces. I've got a feeling it's just for the furnaces, so I might need two. So we're going to make one at least. So this is fairly simple. Blank upgrade, which I've got a couple of anyway. A couple of furnaces, piston, and some iron. So I've got most of the stuff we need here. I just need some furnaces. I've got one that I made on my travels, and I guess I'll have to get a bit of cobble out to make another one. Okay, I'll keep the cobble for the minute because I need to make pistons. Oh, where's it gone? I can never remember pistons, cobble, and planks. So it's that, and a couple of them. Redstone, iron, and then I believe it's that, and them, and what else? 2 redstone and a black pattern, and that gives us the fuel upgrade. And it is global, I think. Or is it? Oh nice, it is global, so I don't have to make one. There's a few others in here, but I'm probably not going to use many of them. I've got the extra storage up here. I might make another one with this workbench that gives us the slots underneath. There's an auto transfer because you can put stuff. You could put a chest, for example, at this side of the table and make it auto eject stuff. There's an auto crafter to turn the crafting tables into auto crafting tables. A charger that lets idle components charge up for later, and a solar generator, but I'm not sure how solar power works, whether you just make that and it's a global upgrade or what. So we'll stick to using coal for now. We should be a bit more efficient with it at least. So let's put a few things away and tidy up a bit. We've got our bee houses which we'll go and plant in a minute. Or put down rather. You can see the amount of flowers that have been generated by just the one bee house. So we're going to put these fairly close by. In fact, we'll just do like that. I think that'll be okay. I know they needed a space of 5 by 5, but this one seems to be working just fine. And as you can see, there's not a 5 by 5 space around it. So we'll see how that goes on. Put some bees in it later. Wrong chest or compartment. Oh, these was another thing picked up on my travels. These are in a house, in a chest in a house that I found, just like a random house in the middle of nowhere. Not sure what they're for. It's not like, what can I show you as an example? Come out of this. Like this says Tinker's Construct at the bottom. That just says Minecraft, obviously, Steve's Workshop. I don't know if these have anything. Oh, Ars Magica too, so anybody that's into that probably knows what for. Oh, and I also found, really quickly, some apple oak pollen, which is in the arborist chest. One thing I did notice on my travels was butterflies. To make the Lepidopterist chest, we need a few different butterflies. Lepidopterist. This is one of the chests we need for a quest. And the butterflies only spawn near forestry trees. Now I passed a lot of trees on my travels, but I didn't see a single butterfly to catch with a scoop, so that may be a problem in the future. And we also have another quest completed, which I did by accident while I wasn't recording, and that was to gather 5 lettuce, 5 apples, 5 blueberry and rice grain. I had the grain and the apples already. The lettuce and the blueberries I got while destroying gardens on my travels while I was lost. So we can pick up vegetarian lettuce wrap, caramel apples, blueberry pancakes, or rice cakes. I'm going to go for those because they sound nice. And we also get some tomato soup. And as a reward, we get some apple cores, which will be useful later on once we get into making alcohol. Sorry, I was looking for the other apple cores I should have had. I could have swore I picked up more at some point. Maybe not. So this nourishing meal, blueberry pancakes, same as the burgers. Tomato soup, not so much. That can go in here for now. We'll hang on to the pancakes. That also leads to this quest, which is to show your skills. It's just to make more different types of food. Turnips, mushroom risotto, PB&J, and lemon meringue. The only one I'm interested in, as maybe using full time, is the PB&J. That's not that. Maybe you have to spell it out. Nope. What about if we just do a sandwich? Do one of these, right? I do like the sound of raspberry jelly. I could just eat that for real right now. It would be the last one I'll look at. Oh, it's not even on there. What was it called? PB and J. Why is it not showing up? PB. Oh, there it is. It's a nourishing meal, so it's as good as a hamburger. Grape jelly, bread, and peanut butter. How do you get grape jelly? You need grapes, obviously. Peanuts to make peanut butter and a juicer. That's fairly easy, I just need peanuts. So I need peanuts and grapes, and I need grapes for making alcohol as well. So we can't get any further with that quest. And that's about as far as we've got on the cooking. I need some glue to make fish traps, or some slime balls. Something else I've not come across yet is slime. And to make the cola, we need to make another presser, obviously. And then you need spice leaves. So I can probably get some spice leaves out of the gardens that I've got down there. But let's have a look at some other quests that we've got. Bees and trees. And one of the things I made in yesterday's episode that is now not an episode was some bronze, and I explained how to make bronze. So I made bronze powder and turned it into ingots. To make bronze in this pack, you have to where is it? There we go. So 4 bronze is 3 copper and 1 tin. So it's kind of expensive, and it's the only way of making bronze. Everything else is ingots, which I don't think they drop anywhere. No. So bronze is kind of expensive, but it's needed for the carpenter, the squeezer, and the centrifuge. So we're going to have a look at each recipe, because you need a lot of bronze. So you need 6, and then whatever the sturdy casing needs, which is another 8. So 14 bronze for one machine, and I think the others are the same. Centrifuge. Yeah, so you need 40 plus bronze. So I made 20, that gives enough to make one machine. I'm just wondering which one we should make first. The carpenter is needed to make the beealyzer, the beealyzer, and a few other materials we need. The squeezer allows you to make fluids such as seed oil and honey. The centrifuge is needed to extract materials from honeycomb. So let's go for that one, see as we've been working on bees and stuff. So 2 glass, a bunch of bronze, that's fairly easy. 2 glass, and a bunch of bronze. So let's make the casing, that's just 8 bronze. And then some more bronze, glass. And we've got 1 centrifuge. Now, I think all of these need power, I believe. And where should we stick it? We're getting a bit tight on room in here, but I think we'll put there for now. No power and no recipe, okay. Now we have got these redstone engines, but where's my quest book gone? There's also a quest for making a clockwork engine. So let's have a look at that. Clockwork. Whoa, that is seriously bad typing, come on. Ooh, that's a bit more trickier. Piston, glass, planks, a copper gear, and a clock. Okay, copper gear is easy enough. Clock. Yeah, gold and redstone, I can do this. So what do we need? Gold, copper. Thankfully I've got some made up. Oh, I need the tin gear as well. I believe I've got one somewhere. Somewhere I've got a tin gear. Maybe it's up here. No, it's going to prove me a liar now, isn't it? I could have swear I had 1 tin gear left over because it makes 2. So, I guess I'm grabbing some tin. I'll have to smelt some up. I'm going to need 4. So you go in there. Let's make the clock. What else can we do? The copper gear can't do just yet. Glass and 3 planks. Perfect. Nope, that's not the recipe. It's... oh, it's just in a square. There we go. I know for a fact I'm gonna find that later. The other one that I've like misplaced. So copper gear, clock, Oh, the piston is the other thing. Glass. 3 planks. I need some redstone, a piece of iron. Oh, and a bit more wood. So, iron and redstone. Cobble. Planks. Piston. Clockwork engine. Job done. Oh no, it's a wind-up engine, if I remember rightly. The clockwork engine requires no fuel, only that you wind it up. Be careful though, as winding it up too much can be bad for your health. A good rule of thumb is to stop winding when it turns red. Okay. We can also make a peat-fired engine. Peat is made by making bog earth and placing it near water. When it turns dark, harvest it to get dirt and peat, then toss the peat into the peat-fired engine to produce power and create ash. Use the ash with some propolis to craft bituminous peat. Sounds like a villain's name, which produces more power than the original peat. Well, we won't get into that just yet. Let's just stick with the clockwork engine. That's easy enough. Okay. So we have carpenter. Didn't I make this? I meant to make the centrifuge, and I made the carpenter. Oh well. I've got to make them anyway. So when does it turn red? It's yellow. I better not do it anymore. So what kind of things can you make with that? It's not going to show me in here, is it? What did the quest book say about it? Scroll up. Oh, to make the beealyzer and the beealyzer and a few other materials. So that's this one. The beealyzer. Oh, and it takes some diamond, some tin, some redstone and a bit of glass. And we'll need honey drops. I don't have honey drops yet. So what about the beealyzer? It's not this one. Maybe I've not unlocked it yet. Let's just have a look at the recipe anyway. Just for laughs. How is it spelled? Beealyzer. There we go. So some tin, some glass, a diamond and some redstone. And then we put it into a carpenter which needs water. I've got a few diamonds. One thing I haven't got is an empty bucket. Let's make it first. Redstone, diamond and tin and glass. Oh, and a diamond. I don't have many. Having said that, I haven't mined for a while. So, do I have to make this in the carpenter? I guess I do. So, diamond. Everything else we need to craft up. This will probably be the last thing we do this episode. Some redstone. Some glass. I have to craft some up. This is bugged out. There we go. Got the tin, got the redstone, just waiting on the glass. There we go. Oh, I didn't realise that dropped. Is that a bug? Yeah, it's a bug. So I guess I should get some water actually before I do anything else. Just for a laugh, I just want to see what this bucket does. The holy bucket. Nothing. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to craft another one up. I've got nowhere to put my lava at the minute. I either need to make a tank or start smelting more stuff. So that I can empty my smeltery a bit. Okay, there's some water in it. How much is on there? Another couple of buckets. All this running up and down. I'm going to move the downstairs equipment soon. I've got plans. Did that not go up? That looks alright. So diamond, redstone, tin, glass. Makes nothing. Oh, glass panes. Idiot. And I already had them made up as well. Take two. Do I take it? Does it power up? Let's give the engine a bit of oil. If you look at the recipe, it looks like it's going to go all the way up. If you look on here, it doesn't look like it's going to do much. I can't take it. I don't know if that just winds it up or... Oh, it's orange, I better stop. Maybe it just takes a while. I've not used these things in a long time. Let me get a bit more water, just in case. Maybe I have to put the stuff in here. Maybe that'd be a thing to do. Ah, there we go. What's splashing around upstairs? I go and close my door just in case. Oh, it's a creeper. I'm glad I decided to close the door. That'll be the last thing I need. So we're almost there. Is that it? We're not going any further? Keep saying no power or what? There's definitely power going to it. So close. I don't even know what it does while we're waiting. They identify the exact traits of specimens. They need to be fueled with honey, with either honey drops or honeydew. And we need some honey drops to fuel it, none of which I have. But we have the beealyzer. And just for funsies. Let's see how it works. Supply bee and provide honey or honeydew as a pacifier. So I guess I need to go and get some honey drops or honeydew. And look at that. I knew it was there somewhere. Told you I'd find it. I give up with this game sometimes, I really do. Anyway, we've gone kinda long again, so I think that'll be it for this episode. We'll carry on next episode, we'll get the other forestry machines made and up and running. And we'll also take a look at getting started with trees. Because apparently you can make different trees by mixing them, breeding them, starting to breed trees. So that should be interesting. If you've liked this episode, give it a like, and obviously if you're not subscribed, I would like you to do so if you would like to see more Minecraft. I will catch you next time. Bye.